Hey, what's up guys, Choxy here. So, I've been actually meaning to make a lot of Overwatch videos lately, and why not do it on one of my favorite characters, Mei. She's just so fun to play, and the biggest thing about her actually is her walls, because they're just freaking amazing to use. Not only offensively, defensively, but also utility. I mean, of course, you can use it to get around the map, so I just wanted to do like a quick video on Anubis, or Temple of Anubis, to show off some of the spots I use. So just to get into it, her first spot will probably right here on the sniper perch. You can actually get up there with just a single wall. Just jump up there, you'll be good to go. Not a bad spot, but you can also get the high ground on people like over here, down over here. You can keep your eye on everything on the perch. The next one would be over here on these crates. You can actually jump on these crates up here. And then right over here, you can go on the next, I call it the sniper perches, but this is actually a great place to hide. If the enemy team decides to push right down the middle, you can actually either get a good wall off or get a good ult on them. It's really good to be up here. Usually a lot of like Reapers and stuff camp up here. And of course you get the perch advantage too, so if people are deciding to come back, or you can just wall them off straight off, and then it's just so advantageous to be up here. Alright, going back a little bit, you can actually, from this point, you can actually jump right across the little gap with one wall right down there. Then just jump up here, and then this is actually the route I usually take to get to point A. I usually go over here. You can actually just jump this, you don't need a wall there. And you can actually wall right here and you go up to the other sniper perch. Actually kind of nice places to kind of snipe and poke at people, or if you have an enemy up here, you can just kill them right out. Alright, and the next spot is moving back a little bit again. To the right side, you'll see a little tunnel. You can actually go right in here. And right on this ledge, you can actually get up to that one spot like where Junkrats and stuff like to go. So you can actually jump up here. You can't do much until your wall comes back up, but when your wall does come back up, you can just go right over here. You can just jump through a door or something. You can snipe through your ult, anything like that. But that's the only downside about this spot, is that you have to wait for your wall to get back up. I mean, you could Kobe toss your ult right in here, but that's if you want to, if anything. Alright, so another spot actually, there's actually two options to get onto that ledge. First off, you can go over here. It's the easy way. Of course, if you want to get up here to the flank or get anyone up here, you can go around that way. Or you can actually use this fountain. It's a actually, this is one of the harder jumps of the maps or the walls, but you're going to want to get the heighter jump up here. I'm going to try it again. I think I angled that wrong. You really want to get this, it's a really tight timing, if anything. You really want to get that highest arc of your jump. There you go. So you really, there's another way to get up here. It's actually kind of nice, but like I said, you can either go the easy way, which is more consistent, or the harder way, which is a little more inconsistent, but you save you some time to get up here.
Oh, and one more little spot though on the defense. I think it's really useful for setting up. But this little cheeky spot, you can put it right here. Put it on the little bridge. Jump on this little scaffolding right here. And it's actually not bad, actually. If people like to push down here, you can actually get them. You can actually get a pretty decent amount of LOS. So if you have people down here, you can actually just cover up just by moving back a little bit. Actually not a bad spot. People really don't expect anyone to be up here. And if you need to retreat, then you can just go over here and grade out the wall. But it's a pretty nice spot to go up there.
Alright, and the next spot will be right over here. So if you want to, I don't think this is a very good spot, but it's nice to know. If people rush this side, you can actually wall into one of these canopies, and you can actually jump right over if you'd like. Maybe help out a friend or something, or just get people who are trying to flank. You can actually just go that way if you'd like to. And then probably the last one, the only other important one, is something probably everyone knows, is up on the ship. You can actually just wall right here, jump on the ship, and snipe from here. What I like to do actually though is I hide, because people really don't look up here a lot. You can actually hide up here, and then when one of the whole group or the enemy groups up here, you can just throw some, right clicks, get your gold up. If the healer usually kind of camps on the ramp, you can go around and just kind of 1v1 them, or kind of just assassinate them and then go over here, because no one's gonna turn around. Usually no one turns around. Just go over here and then just go to wall, jump over them, and you're back with your team if anything. So that's pretty much it for defense. Now let's go check out some of the offense spots, which is actually a little bit less in my eyes, but we'll check them out. Alright, so for offense, there is a couple fun spots actually, but in general there isn't much to deal with, because everyone knows about the little seasoning pack jump. You can just go up here, up on here and up like that. But if you do happen to go on the left, there is actually a very sneaky spot which I really like. I actually just found that out a little bit. Found this out a little bit long ago. So if no one's really paying attention, if maybe the whole Zerg is like down there or on the point, you can actually jump on this robot here, jump on this canopy, wall on the canopy, and you can actually jump right around to the back. It's so insane. So you can actually get some pretty sneaky stuff off. You can also, if you want to, you can jump on the perch over here. Oh man, I missed it. Let me try again. Run 2. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard, right? Yeah. And you can actually jump up here with your wall. Should be off cooldown in a little bit. And then you can just start sniping with your ult. It's actually a really nice spot to, because people really won't expect the Mei to be behind them. But yeah, it's a very nice spot to know and if no one really pays attention to you. If you manage to get to that spot, it's really nice. But yeah, back to that spot, you can actually go right over here as well on this little square, this little patch, and you can actually go the right side if you want to and jump over here. I don't know if it's too advantageous, but you can get behind people, and you can also just wall and get back to that ledge again if you'd like to. You have options, and of course you can still utilize that fountain jump spot like earlier, but I don't think it's too useful on attack.
Alright, so another one on offense actually is you can go either left or right. On the left you have this option. If this room is filled with symmetric turrets, if you want to, because for Mei it's not a big deal, you can actually just clear them out with your spray. But then you can also use that canopy jump like I said earlier to get around to the top here. It's not too crazy, but you can get around that little section if you want with that left side. Alright, and on attack on the right side, if you go over to the right, you don't have to go up all around these stairs right here. You can actually go right up. There's actually an opening. I didn't actually know this until recently, so you don't have to go all the way up the stairs. You can just wall yourself right up there, and it's like a perfect amount to just kind of just walk forward, and you'll be in there. It's pretty good. If you want to go up to the other perch up here. Alright, so if you're on attack, you want to go to the left side instead. This is one spot that you can actually gank with, kind of. Usually Tor makes up with the turret like right in that little corner right there. So what you can do is Mei, it's going right in this ledge right here. It's a little tricky though, it might take some practice. There's only a little bit of area that you can jump on. There you go. And put your wall, and then you can just over here throw ult on the fucking turret. But yeah, it's a nice little spot to know. All these little gank spots, because as Mei, they might not really expect you to be behind them or on the side of them. So it's a really nice spot to know. Alright, so once you guys cap point A, of course there's some really obvious spots like here, taking on the broken bridge. Other than that, everything else is pretty much traversable just by yourself. You can also go on a sniper perch if you want to, but you might get wrecked right over here all alone. But you can also use the if you can get around, or if you don't want to go that way, you can just go over here. But then you probably have to camp it out a little bit to your walls back on cooldown, and you just jump onto sniper perch. But on attack, like I said, it's not too important unless really people don't. Unless you really want to be ballsy and build ult, you can actually just stand up here, then just wall yourself off if you want to. Protect yourself and just keep shooting at them, or just throw your ult if you like. But yeah, that's pretty much it for attack. I don't know if I missed any. If I did, my bad. You guys can just tell me if anything, and then I'll probably list it in text. But yeah, that's Temple of Anubis. There's those two cool spots to really keep in mind. I think those are the most fun spots and most useful spots. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Anubis. I'll probably do, I think King's Row is next, because honestly, I think King's Row and Anubis are one of my favorite maps for me, because there's so much corridors and things to go around with. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, guys. Alright, peace.